We can step up several drill bit sizes to create a 13/16" hole for the Summit Racing aluminum -10 bung to be welded in. We prefer a permanently welded oil pan fitting, but if you don't have access to a welder, you can use a bulkhead fitting or take it to a local shop to have it welded up cheaply. With the weld still cooling, we'll slap our oil pan back on, reusing the OG gasket, which was actually in great condition. We will change the oil filter crossover on the side of the pan for this Summit Racing one that has an 1/8" NPT port to feed our turbo pressurized oil through an Earl's Dash 4 line. A matching -10 line connects our oil drain, and that simple install concludes most of the work on the engine. All right, we have gone ahead and got our 5.3 liter LS back into the dyno cell exactly how it was before, except for with a big turbo on it. And we've gone ahead and finished out the turbo system. So we've added a 4-inch downpipe, we've added our turbo snuggie, we've plumbed our wastegates through our single valve boost controller, we've added all our charge piping and our dyno intercooler, which is actually just a pull-out intercooler from like a Duramax Summit 50mm blow-off valve, and we've added a intake air temp sensor into the charge piping for our EFI system. Now we don't have to actually buy a higher bar map sensor because the Haltech Reba LS has a 4-bar map sensor built in, so all we have to do is plumb that to the manifold. So I'm going to go ahead and get the EFI system, and Pat is going to change the oil.
Now that the engine's back on the dyno, we're going to give it a fresh oil change, and that means put a new filter on. Before, we just ran it like it was from the junkyard, so we're going to put a new filter on, and what we picked up are Wix XP Extended Performance Filter. These filters are designed to protect engines up to 20,000 miles. We actually took our filter cutter and cut one apart that hasn't been run yet to show you the construction. In the bottom of these, the spring is in the bottom that holds the filter off the bottom. And in the bottom there is also a bypass valve. If this filter becomes completely plugged, it will still supply the engine with oil. It has a hybridized synthetic fiber material that will filter out to 99% of contaminants. It also has metal ends and has a silicone anti-drain back valve. Very well constructed filter. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this back on, and we're going to get this engine running with our new filter and oil.